Fire!
When the Army needs its biggest guns to do the biggest jobs, we're the soldiers they call. We're field artillery soldiers, manning the guns all day and all night in any conditions.
I'm Gunner Ryan Tapp from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and I'm a member of the 1st Royal Canadian Horse Artillery.
And I am Bombardier Donnie Evans from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. I am serving with the Royal Regiment Canadian Artillery School here in Gagetown, New Brunswick. Moving, aiming, loading, and firing these giant howitzers is tough, loud, and heavy work, but we love it. And we know that the work we do can make or break a battle.
When you pull that lanyard, you're sending a 155mm shell downrange. It's pretty exhilarating knowing what kind of damage, if you're using explosives or just the effect even with other rounds, it's going to cause when that round gets to where it's going to go.
But we do a lot more than just pull the lanyard. Field gunners drive and maintain the trucks that tow our howitzers. We calibrate and operate laser rangefinders, satellite radios, and command post computers. And when it comes right down to it, we fight as infantry when necessary.
Basically what I tell my friends is that I get paid to go camping and blow stuff up.
It can get wet, cold, and windy out there, but without us and our guns as a part of the team, the infantry and armored are fighting alone. We're also involved in surveillance and target acquisition, operating weapon locating radars, unmanned aerial vehicles, and acoustic locating gear. With this equipment, the enemy can run, but they can't hide.
We can fire all types of ammunition. Aside from actually using the high explosive rounds to support the infantry, we can fire illumination rounds to light up a large area of ground so that missions can be done at night, or we can fire smoke rounds to screen the infantry's movement or to blind the enemy.
With our new ammunition, once it leaves the barrel, the shells are satellite guided and will hit the target. The artillery is not just taking bullets and shoving them up the gun and putting them in the air. There is a huge aspect of technical that needs to be taken in consideration. Altitude, density of the air, the rotation of the bullet, the distance that it has to travel, ballistics. There's quite a few things to getting a bullet from the gun to the target.
I've always liked computers and science. Being a field gunner lets me use skills I thought I'd never use. I also like the physical challenge I get from being a gunner. After an hour of steady shooting, the whole team is beat, but the feeling of accomplishment is awesome.
This is our newest and most advanced howitzer, the M777. It's light enough to be carried by a helicopter, but it can precisely hit a target 40 kilometers away.
The 777 has a 10-man gun detachment. It's all about teamwork. The sergeant's in command, the 2IC handles all the ammo. The rest of the team is busy too. Operating the sights and loading and firing the gun is just a small part of what we do. We've got to stay alert to protect ourselves and our equipment no matter what's thrown at us. When everybody's doing their job and we mesh together as a solid team, there's nothing we can't do.
If you're thinking about joining the forces, being a field gunner is a great place to feel the teamwork and pride of being a true soldier. After basic training, you'll come to Gagetown, New Brunswick for 5 weeks of intensive training on the 105mm howitzer and the 777. You're going to learn these guns inside and out, how to load them, aim them, fire them, clean them, take them apart, and put them back together.
The training isn't easy, but the more challenging it is, the more prepared we are to do our job when it really counts. Physical fitness is a must. I've found that being physically fit helps me in every part of my job.
When that course is finished, you'll be assigned to one of our 4 artillery regiments. Or if a part-time job is what you're looking for, there are reserve artillery units in 28 locations across Canada.
My first posting was to W Battery in Gagetown as a member of a gun detachment. We shot a lot of bullets and did some real hard soldiering as well. We do a lot of training and we get very good at our job because mistakes here cost lives.
On time, on target. We got to train lots so we can be fast, so that when we're called in for support, we can get the rounds downrange when they're needed.
This is a great time to be a field gunner. Canada's commitment in Afghanistan has brought us a lot more action, a lot more respect, and a lot more funding.
No major battle's ever been won without artillery support. If there's any sort of a battle that the infantry can't handle on its own and they're bogged down, we can put rounds downrange on the ground in front of them so that they can get the job done.
Being a field gunner is not easy. It's a career that makes you proud to be a soldier. You're serving your country, working with a great team, and making a real impact on the fight. Do you have what it takes to be a gunner?